In this video, I'm going to show you how to do particle categorization in Particle Analyzer. There are many ways to categorize your selections. But before you do any categorization, you have to select some particles first. For example, um, let's see, I can select all particles. Now you have a nice selection in the table for the 8 particles. Um, so what you can do is, for example, you can categorize all of them, or you can. So basically, you want to before you do any categorization, you want to either select those particles by shape or filter those particles by some kind of parameters. Then you want to name the selection as a category, right? So you have to filter them first, or you can just run and pick up some particles and name a category for them. That's fine. So that's you just got an idea. So for example, if I do this, let's say I draw a selection box. So let's just draw a box and then select particles in this area, or select only particle in this area, maybe better. So yeah. So right now I have like 6 particles selected. I want to categorize them. You can do the same thing by using filtering parameters, right? You can, if you use filtering parameters, for example, by filter by volume or by area, then you select the particles that's by area. Right now I only select particles by region, so you just get the idea, right? So I want to categorize. Then all you can do, what you can do is you can then say just do it in the category panel. You can name a new category, and then you can assign a color for that category. And there's a quick assignment in the panel there. You can quick assign the category to those particles. Right now they are all not categorized, so you don't have to do anything, because the color, which is white here, they will match with the color that's the particle right now shows, right? And that's the color of these numbers. For example, I want to say selection 1, or maybe I say region 1 as the new category, and then make them a new color. Let's say red, and then I can assign. I think I need to make a new category first. So make a new category, then you can click this quick assignment. So there are many ways you can assign them. For example, you can click quick assignment. So these particles, they'll be assigned red color, which is the region 1. If you want to go back to the original category, you can either click this no category assignment, or you can just select this category box and select no category, then click assign. Then it will go back to the old category, which is not categorized. So let's go ahead and do another step. What I'm going to do is this time I'm going to use the filters for categorization. So let's go ahead. I use the filters. So right now I have the filter set as none. So you can set filters with other. Maybe I should do something different. So when you assign categories, the categories always go with the filter, okay? So if you go to another filter, like correlation, now your categories are gone, and your particles return to the uncategorized states, which means under the filter correlation, there are no categories set, right? But if under the filter none, there are all categories that's set, and you can actually see them. Alright. So what I would do is I would make a custom filter for now. Say, because we don't use filters for categorization purpose. We don't. Well, I use some regions as categorized, but I think I will use a mixture of them. So let's say a new filter called custom, of a mixture of all kinds of choice. Let's say a mix. Make a new filter, so called mix. So right now I have a selection of these particles. I can assign them. Right. So we have region 1 there, so assign the particle. So right now what you can do is you can you choose a filter parameters. So there are multiple ways to do it. Let's say select all particles. So right now I'm only using one image as an example. I don't apply to all images. Apparently you can do the same thing with other images. So I want to filter a parameter, then assign categories. So you can do either it goes with the filtering process. You can refer that to the particle filtering tutorial. So when you right click a parameter, like this is perimeter there. Maybe use solidarity. Yeah. So when you click a parameter, you can say assign category after filtering. This is just a checkbox basically. So you can assign category after filtering. You check that, then you can filter this column. I filter multiple columns. So this basically, if you can refer to the filtering tutorial, so you basically filter these column by assign some kind of parameters. For example, from 0.55 to let's say 0.7, maybe 6.5, 6. Select OK. Now we can assign. So I already select only one particle there. Now you can assign the category because I already checked the assign category after filtering in the manual. So now I can assign new category. Let's say the category as right. Let's say solidarity. I mean, no, it's just a like say because that's like 0.05, 0.5 to 0.65 solidarity, right? So you can assign this category and assign a color to them. That's that. So apparently the particle that's I originally got, these ones, they're not categorized by region 1, which is only in the noun filter. I see. Yeah, the noun filter should not appear here, which is, I was kind of stunned because I saw the noun filter appears when I make this new filter. So I guess that's kind of a bug, and I need to fix that. So now I will redo this process again. So I have the particle that's already selected by filters. Remember what I did? I right click this because I already assigned particle of filtering. So when I click any of the filter options, it will let you assign the category after filtering. So now I assign a category in the mix parameter. So I will redo this selection box thing, which basically randomly select particles by a region. So select this region, select particle only in this area, and I want to make a filter called the region 1. Apparently I haven't set up in this new filter called mix. It's there in the non-filter but not in the filter mix, right? Assign the thing red color and then make a new and then assign them. So right now if you select all the particles, you see that we already have two categories, and the rest, the white ones, they're not categorized. So the other way to do the filtering is you can click here, just use the particle filtering panel. For example, you can do volume, and then you can do like from 1.4 to like 1.8, and then you say, okay, we filter category, right? If you make a new category based on the current filter range, so you just yeah. So what it's basically when you click category, it will make a category, I think there's a limit here. If you click category there, it will make a category using the filtering parameter and then using the color you assign there, and also it makes a new filter, a normal category like from 1.4 to 1.8 under the filter volume. But the limit of this, when you click categorize, it won't make the category in the mixed filter. It will make the category in the volume filter, but if we go back to mixed filter, it stays the same category as we already set, but it does not have because it basically can't set up the range for volume in the same time when you click categorize. So that's a limit for this method. So this button, it will only make categories under the filter of your choice. It won't make a category under the filter mix, right? If you want to make a category under the volume, you can't use this method because you go to volume and make a category, click the category button, it only make the category under the filter volume, but it won't make the category under the filter mix. So in order to make the filter under the category mix, you have to use the first method, which is you can just select. Let me just clear things up a little bit in the box, because the table is kind of too many stuff. So right now I have only one volume. So you can do is right click and filter this column, because I already assigned category after filtering. So this should help. As you can see, I already filter solidarity in the filter mix. So that's the first method. This method will work. So the other method to use is to use this. So we have a histogram there, and with the histogram you can filter things. Let's say this and that. So when we filter the histogram, the particle filtering parameter automatically changes to volume. So right now what you can do is you click mix, go back to mix again, and then you can do is you can filter the volume at the same time without going back to the volume filter parameter. So all you can do is you can say assign category after filtering, check this box, and let's say filter on selected particles, and that should take care of things. So I think that's not true, I guess. So apparently it goes back to the volume filter and tries to make a category in the volume filter. But in this step, you can basically cancel because the particles are already selected. You can go back to the mix, and then you can say categorize. Basically, this use the same color with the yeah. And also because the mix, it does not have any parameters. So when you click categorize, it uses the number that's from the volume. That's actually a good thing because we know this is really from the volume. I can say this, like say volume from 1.85, and we'll change the color as well. Then click edit. Let's see. So we have like 3 categories under the filter mix. So we have one for solidarity that we manually, we basically manually, we use the manual method. We use this method. So you know that, and we filter we make a category by region, which use a selection box method. Use the category panel. In the final category by volume, we filter by volume first, then we cancel the categorize procedure. We go back to the mix filter, and then we make a new category. So because the particles they are selected. So right now let's click R. So we see that so apparently some of the old categories like solidarity, I think they are in this region, they kind of being overridden by the volume category. So you can only have one category. So each particle only has one category under the same filter. It cannot be assigned 2 categories, but you could assign a different category under a different filter. So apparently this solidarity, so right now, apparently the solidarity filter, this category, it's overridden. So when you click display, the particles that has this category, it didn't show anything. So click particle with show region. So this should only show the particles. Apparently there's some kind of issues there, and so let me just go ahead. So when you select these category and then you click display, it should only show the particles. Let's say region which is red, right? So when you click display, so it will only show, we will only select the particles that has a category of region 1. The other particle they are deselected. The same goes with if you select volume, click display, all the green particles they are selected and the other particles that deselected. So right now I'm experiencing a bug, and we hope fix them after this video. So the next thing I'm going to do is you can delete the category. So I already show you how to edit the category name, right, and the color. Now you can make a new category. Now you can delete the category. So for example, I would like to delete the category of the volume. So when you delete the category, they will return to the uncategorized states, and so the green color will return to the white color. So we click delete. Apparently the green one, they're gone. And the same thing go to the red one. The region 1, if you click delete, they will go as well. So the other thing you can do is you can select not particle that's not categorized. So if you select particle that's not categorized, the 48 it will be deselected, or the otherwise vice versa, you can select particle that's categorized, then only the 48 is selected. You can also do is you can do a cross selection of categories, across different filters. That what I name it crosslink. You can do that by either, let's do this first. There's several ways to access this function. So one way is simply to click the crosslink, because we have categories in other filters as well. For example, we have categories in mix. We also have categories in the volume, I believe. Yes, we have a category in volume, which is this. No, we also make a category in the none filter. So we have like at least 3 parameters that has categories. I also have a category in fiber length. So this is a pre-made categories. So you can see it have like 7 categories in the quick assignment. It can have more than 7. And I have 8. So the quick assignment panel will only show the first 7 categories. So if you place a mouse on top of the category, see it has a tooltip that says what kind of category it is. This is round, this is tail, this is triple. So apparently the orthogonal category is not shown because there's not enough space. But you can still assign category of orthogonal if you just select this, its color, and you can click display assign all the other things. So I think it'd be good if I can do this. Let's say the first category, which is double. Let's click double. Say display. So this should only display the particle that's red. Apparently the display function is still broken. Alright. So I'm talking about this crosslink. So we have like multiple filters that has categories set. So we can do the crosslink function, which you can select particles that have multiple category. So you cannot assign more than one category for one particle under the same filter, but you can assign more than one category across different filters. So that So the cross-link function, basically you can select particle that has this category under one filter, then also has that category under another filter. So it's basically a category based selection. So basically you can select particles based on multiple categories, even though they are assigned under different filters. So for example, now when I click class selection, which I named class link, you can select particles based across multiple filters. For example, I can say the mix and the fiber length and the volume. So I'm going to select particle that has 3 parameters, okay, fiber length, mix, and the volume, and based on their categories. So the first thing is the fiber length category. I want to select particle that's double shape, and then select the category with the mix filter. I select the particle with this other region 1 or no category. I think I will select no category because in the mix there's the majority of particles that no category, right? If I only select region 1, there's only 1 particle. That won't be very useful. And then for the volume, I would select particles that's in that range of volume. So let's see. So basically what it does is the crosslink will do an intersection of these three filters. But at the same time, you can also select multiple categories under the same filter, so it will do a union of these selections of these multiple categories under the same filter, but it will do an intersection of selections under different filters. I explain more of that in the actual text session of this tutorial. So right now I'm just click OK. So now I'm selecting the particles. I'm still in the current filter, which is mix. So these particles that's selected, they will have all the features that I selected using the crosslink. So it will be, let's check them. So it will have the fiber length, right? Should be all double. Let's check them. The fiber length, which is here. So you see the fiber length is all double. That's already selected. And the volume should be between 1.8 to 2. Something. So the volume here, let's go back to the volume because I did select the volume. So that's from 1.4 to 1.8. So apparently when I select these ones, I think the volume filter has not been applied because it goes from 1.8 to 2.6 instead of from 1.4 to 1.8. So that's apparently I think it's a bug and needs to be fixed. Hopefully I will fix them after this video. And finally, I have the mix, which should be not categorized. So see, that's true. So the other way to access the crosslink function is to just click one of these cells and say filter multiple columns. If you click the cell that's the category cell, which is, they're mainly the cells that have character names. So instead of the numerical name. So if you click one of these category cell, if you click filter this column, either filter this column, filter multiple column, it will go back to the crosslink section. So it's the same thing that we did in the previous step when we click the crosslink. So it's the same function. So that's another way to access the crosslink function. So, and finally, we can assign categories in the particle correlation step. For example, I would use the overview instead right now. think there are like 31 particles. Let's use overview. It's the same thing if you do particle alignment. Basically, what they do is they bring up a blown up image of all these particles, and then if they are aligned, you can make a refined selection of them. And if they are in the same shape, this is especially useful if you want to categorize particles by shape, because right now basically what we're doing is we blow them up. We want to check their alignment, check their shape, and when they really match up well with one another, especially when you do correlation analysis, you got the correlation coefficient there. So now we can do the category assignment. Just right click the particle, do a category assignment. You can assign category to based on your selections. For example, if I want to assign category to just to these 4 particles, I can say assign category to these selected particles, and then I can select the category that's in the filter. So you can pick up filter. I say mix. You can also build a new filter as well. So in the mix filter, I already have 3 categories, and and you can make a new category or something. You can just use the existing category. So for example, if I use existing category called region 1, then click OK. So all these 4 particles, they are assigned the region 1 category under the filter mix. So right now, what you can see is click region 1. I know the display function has been broken, but you can still do is you click R, and yeah, I think the region 1 function is still broken. So apparently those 4 particles, they are not assigned. If they I should have assigned them as region 1, but apparently they haven't been assigned. If they are assigned, they will appear as red color as the region 1 particle. I mean as the particle 48. So we can actually check that, just checking the mix category there. And so see all of them are still not categorized. So apparently that function is not working. So anyway, we can check again. So just for see, assign category to deselected, and mix, that's right. Select the category I wanted, region 1. Yeah, maybe region 1 function is broken. So that should assign the category to region 1, right? But it hasn't assigned anything. If I click region 1 there, I expect it to assign. Yes, it does assign then. And this needs to be updated as well. Oh yeah, it's already updated, so region 1. Apparently, I can still assign region 1 to the particles using the category panel, using the particle assignment there, but I can't assign particles from the context menu in the particle overview window. I think that's another bug that I found. So apparently, I'm sorry if I have found a lot of bugs when doing this video. Most of them should be pretty easy to fix, and I have no expectations that it will pop up like that. But I need to finish this pretty quick. I think that's all for. I'm sorry to experience all these bugs, but I will fix them when I finish this video. So so that's all for the how we assign categories. Basically, you can assign categories using the category panel. You can assign categories when you're filtering particles, either using the category button there, or you right-click any of these stats, or you can also do right-click on the histogram and then check the assign category after filtering. So this basically assign category using filters, and finally you can assign categories using particle overview and alignment. And that's pretty much it.